So guys, our Nigerians are waiting earnestly to hear what the president is going to say, whether he's going to extend the lockdown or he's going to lift it. President Buhari to address Nigerians in live broadcast by 8 p.m. President Muhammadu Buhari will address the nation on Monday, April 27, 2020 at 8 p.m. in a statement on Monday afternoon signed by presidential spokesman Femi Adesina. The president is expected to speak to Nigerians on the current coronavirus lockdown in place. President Buhari's live broadcast today will be aired on television, radio, and other electronic media stations. The statement advised all stations to hook up to the network services to the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA) and Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria (FRCN), respectively, for the broadcast. It's currently unclear if the president will extend or relax the lockdown as the number of coronavirus cases is still rising. Last week, Nigerian governors under the aegis of the Nigerian Governors Forum (NGF) admonished the president to consider enforcing an interstate lockdown to curb the spread of the deadly virus. Currently, Nigeria has over 1,000 cases with close to 40 deaths. So guys, our Nigerians are really waiting seriously to know the way forward. Some people have already proposed in their hearts that whichever way the whole thing is going to swing to, they already made up their mind on what to do. But what to do now determines what the president is going to say tonight. Because by tomorrow, I don't think people are really ready for this lockdown, because in some places now the lockdown is not really effective. People are going out. We are seeing hold up here and there. So we don't know what is happening. This issue of palliative that they've been talking about, they said they are going to do all manner of things. Whether the president is going to address all of that in his broadcast, and he wants everybody to tune in to know what exactly he's going to be talking about. Nigerians are not smiling at all. They are not happy at all. That is just the situation on ground. Nigerians are not happy at all. And let's hear what some people are saying here. Someone say, which live broadcast, video broadcast? We don't have president again. What we have is audio and video president. How do we end up here? Come on, guys. It is high time we stop this insult of a thing and focus on how to prevent the so-called virus from spreading in our country. Whether he is the real Buhari or not, God has a way of revealing the truth, and stop abusing the president. Aside from him being a president, he is an elder that is old enough to be a father or even a grandfather to majority of us. So let us be praying for him, and God, who is the right judge over humans, do the judge. Thank you. And someone says, okay, an imposter is a criminal and he does not deserve any respect. He deserves to be punished. Please loud it for them. I hate your president. He's a wicked man and very discriminative and tribalistic. My friend, stop saying that. Okay, may God direct you, Mr. President. We pray that the decision you will take to be beneficial to all of us. I hope so. This is the Nigerians have spent, they spent 1 month just on lockdown. Of course, you cannot even blame people, because like I always say, if somebody is saying something bad about you, all you need to do is to prove those people wrong. But the issue is that the whole situation is presenting itself, making people who have been criticizing negatively, giving them power to do that, giving them reason why they need to criticize. When we talk about this a palliative, what do we do? What do we see? We have been seeing the discrimination here and there. But at the end of the day, it's like, just like I said, some people have already purported in their heart what they are going to do, because irrespective of what he's going to say tonight, it's not going to change something some people have already have in their mind. Because at the end of the day, whether you talk from now to eternity, everybody already knows the pattern at which the government, most especially the president, has already been taken. You are going to say whatever you're going to say is not going to move. It's not going to change anything. Whether he's an impostor or imposter, whichever way they call it, the people around him are really covering. They are surrounding him, even in the midst of some of the things that are not even going on well. They still there supporting and not giving the main people, the chance to be able to do the right thing. And just like somebody said, the way at which we need to make sure that this virus does not spread? Is it an individual that will make that decision? Like I believe that it is not an ordinary Nigeria on the street that will make policy. It is the top people are there, like the president, the governors, and all of that. All of those people, they are the ones that will make policies in this country. The responsibility and the duties of the masses is just for them to align. And when you talk of alignment, and the change must start from the top. They will make law, they will not fulfill the law. All of a sudden, we learned that the Lagos state government is telling the families of the victims of people who died of COVID-19 that they should come and take their corpses, that they give them 2 weeks. If not, they're going to do mass burial. But at some point, they told us that this thing, if they die, the body, the corpse will be infectious and all of that. That was what the Minister of Information told us. At some point again, after they have done a carry on, they now came back to tell us, oh, it is not so, it is safe. This whole thing is not making people to respect the leadership. If leadership of the country, of any society, does not know what he's doing, is always deceiving people, whatever that will favor them, they go for that. Whatever that will not favor the masses, they don't even care. And somebody was saying, you protect what you value. You protect what you value. If you don't value what you have, you can't protect it. That is just the way it is. They will make laws. The laws are just for the commoners, and you expect people to respect the leadership at that time, at that level or at that point. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. So I hope tonight's this broadcast is going to favor Nigerians, and we will now know whether they are really consulting or whether they have the people's interest at heart. If not, if it's just going to be the normal way, the usual way, of course, people are already made up their mind on what to do and how to go about the whole thing. Someone says, you guys are just shouting here as if there is something you can do if the lockdown still continue without making any provision for the poor masses. Please, we don't need that shouting here. Let's come out as a team to face these our leaders. We don't need to obey them since they are not putting us in consideration. If you're ready to fight, let's fight them together. Good luck. Which people? Okay, some people already have their mindset. They just believe that the way things are going on in this country, that is just the right thing to do. So they don't bother. Some people are even afraid. Some people, they talk about hunger. One thing about the leadership of this country, it's like they've really studied the masses, the people, that irrespective of how they shout, it's just going to be for a short time, that everybody will just align. And that is why they get away with all of these things. They will just believe that, let them shout. Once they finish shouting, they will shut up. They will move on. And Nigerians are always adapting to any situation. They will know that they will adapt. That's just the way it is. Someone say, we don't want to hear anything other than placing order for the Madagascar organics for prevention and treatment of coronavirus. Someone says, may you be guided right on any decision you take tonight. Another lockdown. When exactly will they stop locking us? Coronavirus can't just disappear, as we all know. It will be a gradual process where it withdraws from the society slowly. The president's address is only limited to what he can say. He cannot say more than what he knows. This time is going to be knocked down. That is how we can defeat this virus. God bless Nigeria. May God let our president relax the lockdown throughout the 36 states and FCT and make it mandatory for every citizen to use face mask, hand sanitizer, observation of social distancing, and allow intra and intercity movement. Any Nigerian citizen failed to comply should be flogged or by cane to enable us build up our failing economy again. Nigeria is an animal kingdom. That's what somebody is saying. Live broadcast from where? Cuba. Okay, make we dey jump up now. American President Trump do it almost every day, and we know that is not live broadcast. Oh, wow. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Let everybody be ready by 8 p.m. tonight. is going to be telling us what's the next line of action, what we really need to do, how we're going to go with this whole thing, whether it's going to continue or whether it's going to be stopped. Some measures will be put in place by his PM. We will all know at that time. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.